Ready?
Ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Back to throw, Watson. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
This Hill.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
They just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And this will be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 52's the mark, boy, 52.
Throwing again is Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And the Texans...
They'll go with Hill here on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, Houston. Justice Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
It's nothing.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
55 mark, gun.
Here's Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They fake the give. Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 15. Here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A shotgun snap for Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After one, 17-7 to score on EA Sports.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. They find some open field here. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick up the 1st with Gurley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Good. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
At the 47-yard.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Howard, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Gun. Shift.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. 51
On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Hill, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
29 is a Mike 29. I got you. Check 15.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the 50, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half.
Houston.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Hill. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming.
4th down.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
41-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And his throw is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Texans' 18-yard line.
Off play action. Newton escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Mike 41, Mike 41. Cover it. Hey, 41's Mike, 41's Mike. Oh, you got deep? Hey!
To throw is Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
A 51-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And that gets them back within 10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
O.J. Howard.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Great, great, great!
Operating from the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept.
Well, he's got to figure. He's got daylight. 30. 20.
No, man, no.
Touchdown, Houston.
The ball carrier.
Justice Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Lining up for the
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Drive, and with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Off play action. Newton throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And they get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
On first down, Newton. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Pass complete to Bird out right here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down.
46-yard ball.
On first down, it's Newton. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
20.
Again, Newton. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They begin to drive with Hill. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Hill, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now they try the right side here. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, 10.
What you doing out there, boy?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front.
Kaimi Fairbairn lining up for the extra.
1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Patriots.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36.
Newton to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For J.J. Nelson.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Intercepted.
Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks.
Watson's
that his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
By the Texans.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
The tackle made at the 47.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards on the ground.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll run it with Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.